What's up, everyone? Welcome to the Power Play with CJ. We're focusing on Dallas going back to the future and bringing back a head coach that brought them championship glory once upon a time. No, I'm not talking about the Cowboys possibly bringing back Jimmy Johnson to replace Jason Garrett. Jimmy Johnson, I think, would rather throw himself in front of a moving train than ever work for Jerry Jones again. And quite frankly, I can't blame JJ for that. Ken Hitchcock is going back to the Dallas Stars. I do not like this move one bit. Let's start with the obvious. I mean, there are younger, I think, coaches that know more about today's game than Hitch does, and Hitch is no spring chicken. And anyone that says, "Oh, well, Anaheim brought back Randy Carlisle," okay, cool. I didn't think that was the right move either. And yeah, I know Anaheim won the Pacific Division. I watched it, and they won last night. They won game one. They're up 1-0 against Calgary. But like, Jesus, Mary, and Joseph, I don't get teams' needs to do this. There's got to be better options out there. And again, I know they need to go in a different direction after they fired Lindy Ruff. But Jim Nill, again, has got to look himself in the mirror and say, all right, what the fuck? Why is this situation what it is? And it's because he mismanaged certain things, overpaid for two shit goalies, didn't do enough to address the defense, and kind of left Sagan and Ben out there in their underwear in terms of not having a supporting cast. Dallas has the key pieces in place to be a legitimate Western Conference contender. I just don't think Hitchcock's the kind of coach is going to get them there. And going a step further, I don't think Jim Nill's the type of general manager that can build around that. And again, I think he did. He's had one great move since taking over the Stars, and that was the Sagan trade. And that also spoke volumes about the ineptitude of the Boston Bruins at the time. Swindling Tyler Sagan from Peter Chiarelli, I mean, cool. I mean, it's the same thing in Boston with Danny Ainge swindling Kevin Garnett from the Minnesota Timberwolves 10 years ago. Okay, now what? Now the Celtics have been able to, obviously they won a title with KG, but you got to take the requisite next steps and build. And Jim Nill hasn't done that. And again, I don't think Hitchcock is the kind of coach that gets this team the way it's constructed to that next level. Again, I think Jamie Benn and Tyler Sagan are one of the more dynamic duos in the National Hockey League. I think anyone that's watched them, knows that. I know both their numbers around this season. I think that was a testament to just how shitty the rest of the team was. But I don't think Hitchcock's again the kind of coach that's gonna bring them up. And I'm not comparing him to Claude Julien by any means, but in terms of having a rigid defensive structure, yes, he kind of has that. And obviously we know how Sagan's a different player than he was 3-4 years ago, obviously. But yeah, and Hitch is 66. Like, I mean, what the fuck? There isn't a younger coach out there that's a better fit for this team that can help you win in today's game. I don't know. It's one of those like what holy hell moments. But we'll see what happens. And I was telling my buddy, a Chicago Blackhawks fan, like it's just another good team that won't be able to compete with the Blackhawks because the brain trusts behind the bench and the front office both kind of suck. Anyway, that's all I got. This episode of the Power Play with CJ. Stay tuned for more episodes throughout the season and beyond. Later, guys.